Direct Connection is made by MPT to serve all of our diverse communities and is made possible by the generous support of our members. Thank you. Live from Maryland Public Television, this is Direct Connection with Jeff Salkin.
Good evening. Welcome to your Direct Connection. Tonight we connect you with expert answers to your grilling questions. We're joined by Wegmans Executive Chef Kevin Grenzig. Kevin, the honor is yours.
All right,
Thanks
you
for
very
being
much.
with us. We appreciate it. So we want to help people out with their 4th of July cookouts. But the first thing we want to do is get some food on this nice grill. It's preheated, ready to go, and we're going to make a nice chicken dish.
Right. Peruvian chicken.
Like a good TV chef, we're going to show people how to do it, but you've already got some ready to go. So why don't we get that on the grill?
Okay.
What do we do?
The first thing we do is prep the grill. Number one, grill safety is very important. There was over 9,000 fires started last year, primarily from gas grills because the bottom pan got too dirty. They caught on fire. They were too close to a house. So always remember safety, okay?
Keep the grill away from your house,
Keep
too.
the grill away from your house, yes. Next thing you want to do is you want to oil the grill. And these are pre-oiled pads that we have at Wegmans. And we just oil the grill. You always oil the grill after it's heated, okay?
Because otherwise it burns off?
It'll stick. If you oil it first and you heat it, things will stick. If you heat it first and oil it, things will not stick as bad, okay? The other thing that I like to talk about is chicken. People like to use PAM on grills. It helps to stop things from sticking. I would rather spray the food than spray the grill. It's much safer, okay?
We don't want the can exploding.
Correct.
Right.
So I've already done that. So now we're going to get the chicken started. And you always start it skin side down, the smooth side, not the rough side.
The rough side is rough because it's been sliced in half?
It's been cut off the bone.
Okay.
That's where it was cut off the bone. And you always do it, we call it presentation side first, okay?
You know, chicken scares people in terms of grilling because they've heard for years about salmonella, other health concerns about getting it cooked all the way. And you wind up cooking it for probably too long.
Very handy little tool. Invest in a good quality thermometer. They're about $25, you know, instant read thermometer. It's invaluable.
All right, well, we'll demonstrate that in a few minutes.
And remember, we're out in the sun, so don't leave food sitting out very long in the hot summer days, okay?
Right.
So the other thing we're going to do is to help cook. I have a timer here, and I always set a timer when I'm cooking and I'm doing other things at the same time, because then I don't forget about something that's on the grill behind me, okay?
We set that for 2 minutes.
I set that for 2 minutes, okay? Now, to cook chicken, if you notice here, chicken, it's thick on one side and thinner on the other side. So we're going to pound it a little bit to create more of a uniform thickness, so it'll cook more evenly and it'll be a little bit more tender. You don't need the spike side to do this.
What's the spike side for?
That's for tenderizing tough cuts of meat and things like that, okay? Now, after you do that, because we haven't perforated this bag anyplace, you can actually take some of the marinade and put it right in the bag, and you just mush it around. It's a very culinary term, mush it around, right?
Years of training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We seal the bag, and then you just like this, and then this goes in the refrigerator overnight, just like this.
Okay.
Okay, so you keep everything nice and clean and pretty simple, right?
Let's talk Peruvian chicken for a second. I see Peruvian chicken places popping up all over the place.
It's the
For people who haven't had it, describe it.
Well, it's the #1 growing cuisine actually in Maryland. Peruvian chicken, it's made with peppers and seasonings that are indigenous to Peru, like panca peppers, which is a dark, rich, earthy kind of a pepper. Amarillo peppers, which is a yellow pepper. You know, huacatai, which is black mint. These are the kinds of things that go into making this. And the other base is actually soy sauce, because Peru has a lot of Asian influence.
What would you compare it to for people who've not tried it? Like, think about it, don't want to get scared off by all the
Well, it's
fancy,
not. It's rich, it's delicious. You can't really, I don't have a good comparison to tell you the truth. To be perfectly honest with you, it's a very unique flavor.
Well, I'm glad we prevented this from sticking. This is great. You're making all of us backyard barbecuers feel good here.
Yeah.
And we watched you oil the grill.
Yep, we oiled the grill, stuck a little bit,
That's all right.
and that's my timer.
Can I stop it?
Yep, please.
Okay.
Get some nice grill marks going.
Let's talk about grills for a second.
Sure.
I used to be a charcoal guy, and then I became a gas grill person.
Okay.
You prefer gas? What do you think?
I prefer charcoal because charcoal imparts a lot of flavor. You know, gas is a whole lot easier to use, obviously, and it's far more popular. You know, so we're going to throw some burgers on there as well. Now, I'm going to show you how to make something called a Hasselback potato. Okay.
One quick question before
Sure.
we do that. The burgers, regular old burgers. I mean, you see them out at the store.
Yeah.
You get cheese
Most
inside
people,
the burger.
Yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff with them. We sell a wide variety of them. We put a little bit of barbecue seasoning on here.
Not a liquid.
It's not a liquid. Nope.
Right.
It's a powdered seasoning. You just sprinkle it on the burgers. Gives it a really nice flavor. And
That's
we have
about 1/3 of a pound, maybe.
those are 6 ounces.
Okay.
Each. Okay.
We'll get to the prep. Let me just remind our viewers that if you have a question for our executive chef about your backyard cookout on the 4th of July, you can let us know by sending us an email right now to livequestions@mpt.org, and we'll have that on the screen for you. All right, now we're going to prepare a potato.
Right. So this is I like this because you can do these on the grill. They're pretty easy to prepare. So here we're going to cheat. We're going to take some chopsticks, put it on either side of the potato, and then we're just going to, it'll prevent me from cutting all the way through the potato.
It's a regular old baking potato.
Baking potato, right?
Yeah.
And then we're going to pop this in a microwave for 8 to 10 minutes, okay? Which I've already done with this one here. And we're going to put this on a piece of non-stick aluminum foil. Non-stick aluminum foil is only non-stick on one side, and it's always the dull side. Okay?
Now this came out differently than if you had taken the potato, cooked it in the microwave, and then sliced it.
Correct. Yeah, it's hard because then it gets sticky, gummy.
Okay.
Okay. Then we're going to take a little bit of a cheese mix we have here with a Wegmans lime chipotle butter, and we're just going to put a little of the cheese and lime chipotle butter in between each of the slices.
Wow.
Just like that.
You know, most people are just going with the potato salad.
Yeah, well,
chips.
you know, I'm a chef. I got to have fun. Can't have fun.
Your 4th of July plans, you'll be off duty,
Yep.
but cooking.
But cooking, yep. Well, that's what I do, you know, I cook. So I'm going to see some friends. We're going to be doing, we're going to be smoking some ribs. I've got a 16-pound whole packer brisket that we're going to smoke, and just have some good food. Right?
Smoking's a whole other project to talk about, isn't it?
It is a completely other project to talk about. There's all kinds of smokers, there's all kinds of methods. I have the simplest smoker that's made because I don't like to babysit smokers, right? So I have a smoker that I can start it and walk away from it, and I put some timers on, and the next thing I know, I'm done. Okay?
And so this has gone on the grill.
Yep.
Yeah, this looks good.
Yeah, we lost a little bit
What's a
there.
rough guess how long a chicken breast like that's going to take?
8 to 10 minutes, probably, on a grill. But you have to get to 165. That's the That's the number.
We're not
looking
there
for.
yet.
We're not there yet. No.
I noticed you don't have a spatula.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Okay. One of the enemies of your backyard holiday chef is flare up on the grill.
Correct.
And if you have a bunch of burgers, if you're having a dozen people over,
That's why you keep a water bottle.
and spray.
You literally spray it right on the flame, put it out.
Okay.
That way you don't ruin your food. You're going underneath like this, but it's your friend.
There is a tip. I had not heard that before.
So after we do that, we just take it, we wrap it in foil, we twist the ends off. This goes on the grill. Now this was pre-microwave, so the potato's fully cooked, so all we have to do is get it hot.
Right.
You know, so let the cheese melt, let the butter melt, you know, get some great flavors going in there.
And you have a hot side These burners are going full tilt.
Right, and this
And
side
over
is
here
turned
a
down.
little bit less so.
Right.
I mean, should you have the lid closed?
It depends
For
on what-
TV purposes, we don't want to close it.
Right, but you can. It will help cook things through a little bit quicker. But it may create more heat than you want also, so you have to be careful.
All right, let's get a couple of viewer questions here. The first one is a wise guy who wants to know, why is the chicken sticking?
Why is the chicken sticky?
Second question, how much better are the pellet grills than regular charcoal and gas grills? I'd not heard of a pellet grill.
There are. I've never worked personally with the pellet grill. I've worked with pellet smokers, and they automatically feed pellets in to keep the temperature at a very certain range, whatever you set it for.
Right.
So they're very reliable. They're very clean. They do impart a lot of wood flavor, you know. But I personally have not worked with a pellet smoker.
I mean, it sounds
I mean,
like
a pellet grill.
you like to do this. I mean,
Oh, yeah, I
if
love
you're
to do
doing
this.
this on your day off, you
Yeah.
like doing this. But for a highly trained chef, when you're in your kitchen, you know what temperature something is when it goes in the oven. You know exactly what temperature the oven is. All sorts of variables out here.
Mm-hmm.
The atmosphere, for one thing.
Wind.
Yeah.
On windy days, grills don't function nearly as well as they do on a calm night like tonight.
Right.
So,
So a little more challenging.
yeah, well, you know, it's just part of it. You know, this is summertime. Everybody goes to grilling. It's the preferred cooking method right now.
You have a number of pre-marinated packages here.
Right.
And I guess that's okay. I mean, different recipes call for different lengths of time, and you adjust this so
Right.
it can.
Well, here
sit in
you
the
can
juice
go
for a
from,
while.
we have here where you can buy the chicken fully cooked and ready to go. You just take it home and heat it up. You can buy it marinated already, or you can buy raw chicken breast, and then you just buy the marinade, you know, and you marinate it yourself like we did here a few minutes ago. So we try to make it depending on what your level of cooking is.
All right, viewer question: how do you suggest grilling salmon so it doesn't stick?
Well,
I
same
actually
thing.
have a little expertise in this.
Yeah,
It-
yeah.
it
Well, the
involves-
salmon, same thing.
Yeah.
Something like this, a spray, Pam spray, or one of those sprays, it does a lot of good. We probably should have spent more time, obviously, curing this grill. And this is almost practically a brand new grill, so these grates haven't really been broken in.
Right. We're breaking them in now.
But we're breaking them in now, right. So now we can move our chicken over to the other side. If we would have closed this, we would have gotten things cooked a little bit faster. But, you know, on the burgers, when you start to see the juices coming up to the top, you know they're getting pretty close to medium.
And we get a flare up.
Oh, that'll go away pretty quick.
Yeah.
Now, if there was a lot of grease in the bottom, that could potentially cause a problem for
Right.
you. All right?
A viewer wants to know, how do you cook bison meat? I don't know if that's
Bison is it's pretty much just like cooking beef.
Turn towards Tim over there for a second. We just see how
So
the
this-
thermometer. You
this-
didn't go straight in the top.
No, I went in through the side because if you're going through the top, you're not going to find the middle. You want to get to the thickest part of the meat. So this chicken breast is right at 141.5 degrees and slowly climbing. So we could take this, we want to get it to 165.
Where were you? I'm sorry.
We were 141,
Okay.
and you want to get it to 165.
Now, if that was a steak, you'd want to take it off and let it sit for a minute.
You want to take it off and let it rest.
Is it different with burgers?
Uh,
I've heard you want to get those
I don't
on
usually,
the table fast.
Yeah, you want to get them on the table fast, right? Because burgers, you start them hot to get a nice mark on them, and then again, you move them to the cooler side of the grill to let them cook through to whatever your desired temperature is. And, but yeah, I never let burgers rest. Steaks, I always let rest.
All right, here's
About
an
10
important
minutes.
steak question from a viewer. What is the best way to cook a steak on the grill? And I thought the answer to that was use a charcoal grill.
Well, I prefer a charcoal grill.
Yeah.
I do. And same thing, you set up two zones on a charcoal grill. You move all your charcoals to one side, so
Right.
that's the hot side, and then you have less heat on the other side.
Yeah.
You know, season
Well, you
your
can
steak
get
up real good, let it sit for a while. You want to let your steak sit out for about an hour to get rid of that initial refrigerator chill.
So it's not straight from refrigerator to grill because you want it to start out. You're
Yeah.
giving it a head start a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, you're letting it warm up just a little bit. And then again, my timer is my best friend. I always buy 1-inch thick steaks, and I know that if I grill it 3 minutes, and then 2 minutes and 2 minutes, I'll come out with a perfect medium rare or rare steak every single time. And I don't have to spend too much time thinking about it.
All right, here's some complex viewer questions. I want to grill with one of the grill pits. It's the size of a medium Weber kettle. Number one is it's safe, and I can't visualize that. They also want to know, in terms of what where the fire is, can I use applewood type chips instead of charcoal? And I'm only cooking 2 hamburgers and 3 hot dogs to start. Can I spray Pam so it won't stick?
Well,
It's all isn't going to matter all that much.
Well, spray the Pam on the food rather than the these are probably the ones that didn't get enough Pam on them here, quite frankly. Spray it on the food. You can soak some applewood chips and add it to the fire just before you start, but you don't need a whole lot, because once they dry out, they start to burn pretty quickly.
Back to steaks. Viewer wants to know if you need to wash the steak before. Is there any reason to rinse it off before cooking?
Only if you buy it from a questionable vendor. No, there's no reason to wash a steak at all.
Okay, we're running short on time here. Any other? Wow, your timing is impeccable. We have good-looking burgers. We have good-looking chicken.
And this is what the potatoes come out looking like right here.
I'll point these over as well.
You
had some seasoning on this. You
I
mentioned.
did.
That
the
was
barbecue
the barbecue.
seasoning. Yeah.
Okay. And if you were doing barbecue, the sauce, when would you put the sauce on?
Towards the end, because it has a lot of sugar in it, or
Okay.
sweet ingredients, and it'll burn on the grill.
Very good. Well, that's great. Happy 4th of July.
Happy
Kevin
4th of
Gretzi
July to everybody,
of
and have a safe
Wegmans.
holiday.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Stick around. Direct Connection continues with some safety tips right after this.
Got an unused vehicle going nowhere? Donate it to the one place that can take you any place. Visit mpt.org/vehicles and support the programs you love on MPT.
The MPT app puts our programs right at your fingertips, so you can choose when to watch, what to watch, wherever you want to watch it. Download it now.
I grew up in a small American farming town. Didn't have a lot. I lived with 7 siblings in a single wide trailer. I just felt like, why couldn't life be better for me? I remember to this day, I turned on the TV and saw Les Mis on great performances. The music was so powerful. I believed that I can do that. It truly inspired me. Today I have a full-time career, but I also have a dream, to sing in a prestigious opera company. It takes work, time, dedication. Sharing my love for music with people gives me joy. PBS helped me think anything's possible. Now I really know what I want in life, and that's singing. PBS gave me the confidence to take a chance on myself.
This is a box that showed you a world beyond your own. It was just a box, but the world has changed, and so have we. And now the box can be almost any size or shape. And you decide what you want to explore. Anytime, any place. Break out of the box with PBS.
Joining us for our Your Health segment is Dr. Raymond Pensy, Associate Professor of Orthopedics at the University of Maryland School of Medicine and Trauma Orthopedic Surgeon at the University of Maryland's R. Adams Cowley Shock Trauma Center. Doctor, thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
You see a lot of injuries this time of year.
We sure do.
What causes them?
Well, a lot of times it's fireworks when you're in the month around the 4th of July holiday. Firecrackers, sparklers, that sort of thing. And then other injuries that might be unrelated to fireworks and just people being a little overzealous around the, celebration time.
People might think that some of the smaller fireworks, a little, sparkler kind of thing, isn't going to do any damage. What do you see?
They can be very harmful to patients, particularly children. Sparklers, as you know, they achieve temperatures in excess of 1,800 degrees, and they can cause instantaneous burns to the fingers, hands, eyes. So
what kind of injuries do you see from higher explosive type ordinances?
Yeah, these things can be quite devastating. Patients who come to us to shock trauma obviously have some of the more severe injuries. And so the folks that make it to my care have unfortunately grasped either even something as Simple as a firecracker can, if detonated within the hand, a clasped fist can, unfortunately result in the amputation of digits.
Yeah, and everybody knows shock trauma is first rate, and you're a great surgeon, but there's only so much you can do in some cases.
Yeah, that's true. Unlike a digit or a hand that's been injured with a laceration from a knife or something like that, a firecracker or an explosive device, it literally destroys the tissue. There's nothing to rebuild, reattach, or sew back together. It's just simply destroyed.
Yeah. I like fireworks as much as the next guy, but I think from a distance is probably the best advice.
Yeah, I think so. There's so many state-sanctioned, fire department approved, professionally run, examples of fireworks displays, that those are the best ways to enjoy fireworks around the season.
When somebody has one of these injuries, how long does it take to recover? And what sort of use of the hand are they left with?
I guess it depends on the magnitude of the injury. Some recoveries may take upwards of a year to a year and a half. If we're talking about amputations of things of that nature, or fractures that are caused by explosives, can take that long to recover.
The hand is an especially complex thing. We take it for granted. We use it in many ways all day. But from a surgeon's standpoint, it's its own body. How many bones are in a hand?
Oh my gosh, roughly 30 to 40 bones within the hand. I don't particularly count them every time I operate on a hand, but I could name all of them. But I guess the point is, your point is well taken. Within the hand itself, there's probably 300 or 400 named anatomic structures, and there's very little room for error. So any trauma that is the result of an explosive damages very tightly wound, knit structures that really will never function the same. That damage, once it's incurred, will generally result in permanent disability unless it's a very minor injury.
Somebody watching this maybe has already bought the fireworks, maybe legally in state, maybe out of state. What would you tell them on July 1st about what they ought to do?
Well, first, fireworks for the most part are illegal in many counties. No fireworks at all are legal in Baltimore City, Montgomery, and I think PG counties. Any sort of fireworks, personal fireworks, are essentially illegal. Fireworks that are legal, if you check with the local fire department, handling them in a safe manner. Never, for example, never pick up a lit firework. Once a firework's been lit, don't try to assess if it's exploded or not. Too many folks are, surprised that the firework is still capable of going off. Handle sparklers, I think, are one of the most important things to really pay attention to around the season. They seem innocuous. I think a lot of parents would like their children to have a good time, but these can be the most serious. So if you are going to handle sparklers, obviously do it in a supervised manner, realizing that the tip of that fireworks is extremely hot.
There are other causes of traumatic hand injuries that you deal with. I'm thinking about, lawnmower season. If it's not lawnmower season, it's snowblower season. You see all of that winds up coming to you.
Yes, I think, at shock trauma, a lot of our injuries are the result of motor vehicle accidents. And in the summer months, a lot of this, unfortunately, is motorcycle and folks who don't have their hands or upper extremities protected.
You have a helmet on your head.
That's right.
Maybe have some gloves, and that's it.
And maybe that's it. And with those upper extremities exposed, they can really sustain quite severe injuries. So injuries that are involving crush or, gosh forbid, being slammed in car doors, all of those sort of injuries, come to us.
What other kind of conditions do you treat that are maybe chronic in nature and not trauma related?
Yeah, sure. So hand surgeons are generally trained in, fundamental trauma surgery that involves tendon, artery, bone, but we're also trained to take care of compressive neuropathies like carpal tunnel syndrome, something very common where patients wake up in the middle of the night with their thumb, index, and middle fingers have gone numb. That's a very common.
That's carpal tunnel.
That's carpal tunnel.
Really? Now I picture carpal tunnel, and a lot of us sit at computers all day.
Right.
That maybe your angle wasn't right. There's ergonomic keyboards, and I assumed it was sort of a general thing, but it's very specific.
Very specific. So the anatomy of the wrist is such that the median nerve, which provides your feeling, the sensation to the tips of your fingers, can be compressed. When those tendons become swollen or for whatever reason, the pressure within the carpal tunnel goes up. As you suggest, just the position of the wrist, for example, as folks sleep, sometimes they sleep with the wrist flexed or extended, the fingers will go numb, and that's what's causing it, the increased pressure within the carpal tunnel.
Let's grab a quick phone call from Howard County. This is Steve. Steve, thank you for calling. Go ahead.
You see, thank you for taking the call. You see a lot of sparklers sitting in birthday cakes, not just for kids, but at the senior center as well. I'd like to know what the doctor has to think about that. I think I know the answer, but
we appreciate the phone call. Thank you very much.
Right.
Sure. You know, elevated temperatures are indiscriminate. They're going to burn whether it be a child or an elderly person. And I think that, you know, I guess with advancing age, we have to be careful of those folks who've lost any part of their faculties, that these things are still dangerous. And if that individual can't look out for themselves, we have to do a good job of looking out for them. So in senior centers, certainly we'd have to advise caution, even though they're an adult. If their faculties aren't really as what they used to be, they can certainly present a danger.
And in a few seconds, we know you're getting the message out about fireworks. Every local volunteer fire company is doing the same. You're still going to be busy on the 4th of July. If somebody does have an accident, call 911 as your first move?
Yeah, I think so, depending on the severity of the injury. Many of the injuries around this time of the season are burns and burn-related injuries. And if they're at all severe, anything more than a red spot, something that blisters, probably ought to be evaluated by an emergency room physician or an urgent care center.
Dr. Raymond Pensy, University of Maryland, sir, thank you for the time. Happy 4th.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching Direct Connection. We're back Thursday with Your Money in Business. Have a good night.
Your Health segments are a co-production of Maryland Public Television and the University of Maryland Medical System.
This program was made by MPT to serve all of our diverse communities.